Tonight, when you close your eyes, you are not only ending the day, you are opening a quiet door. You are entering a soft place where your mind can rest, your body can loosen, and your heart can hear what it was too busy to hear during the day. The world may have been loud. People may have needed you. Thoughts may have pulled you in many directions. But now, as the night comes closer, life is giving you one gentle gift. It is giving you a pause. It is giving you a space where you do not have to keep holding everything so tightly. It is giving you a chance to stop trying to fix the whole future and simply let the universe reach you in a quiet way. Close your eyes tonight, not as someone who is giving up, but as someone who is finally ready to receive. Close your eyes like you are placing your worries into loving hands. Close your eyes like you are saying, I have carried enough for one day. Close your eyes like you believe that help does not always need to come through noise, effort, or force. Sometimes help comes through rest. Sometimes peace comes when you stop running after answers. Sometimes the next step becomes clear only after the mind becomes quiet enough to hear it. Tonight, you do not need to chase the universe. You do not need to beg life to love you. You only need to become still enough to notice that life has been near you all along. The night has a special kind of softness. During the day, the mind is busy. It is watching, planning, answering, remembering, comparing, worrying, and trying to protect you. But at night, the mind slowly begins to open its hands. The body asks for rest. The heart asks for kindness. The soul asks for a little space to breathe. And in that space, gentle words can enter deeper. Loving thoughts can reach places that were closed during the day. A simple sentence can become a seed. A soft prayer can become a new direction. A peaceful question can become a doorway. This is why tonight matters. Not because you must do something perfect before sleep, but because you can give yourself one loving message before the night carries you. Tonight, I let the universe reach me in gentle and loving ways. Let that sentence come close to you. Do not force it. Do not push it into your mind like a command. Let it come like a warm blanket. Let it come like a soft light at the edge of a dark room. Let it come like a hand resting kindly on your heart. Tonight, I let the universe reach me in gentle and loving ways. You may not know how the universe will reach you. You do not need to know. It may reach you through a calmer body. It may reach you through a dream. It may reach you through a feeling of peace that arrives without warning. It may reach you through one clear thought in the morning. It may reach you through a person, a sign, a new idea, or a quiet sense that you are not alone. Your job tonight is not to control the way. Your job is to open. So many people go to sleep as if they are still fighting the day. Their eyes close, but their mind keeps walking through every problem. Their body lies down, but their heart is still standing in the middle of fear. They replay what was said. They worry about what was not done. They imagine tomorrow before tomorrow has even arrived. They lie in bed, but inside they are still trying to hold the whole world together. My dear, that is not rest. That is worry in a darker room. Tonight, you are invited into something different. You are invited to stop carrying the day into the night. You are invited to let the body know that it does not have to stay on guard. You are invited to let the mind know that it does not have to solve everything before morning. You are invited to let the heart know that it is safe to soften now. This night does not ask you to be perfect. It does not ask you to understand every lesson. It does not ask you to have no fear, no sadness, no questions, and no pain. It only asks you to come as you are and let love meet you there. Come with your tired mind. Come with your heavy heart. Come with the thoughts you could not stop. Come with the questions that still have no answer. Come with the part of you that is trying so hard to be strong. The universe does not need you to be polished before it can reach you. Life does not need you to hide your tender places before it can comfort you. You are allowed to be human tonight. You are allowed to be unfinished. You are allowed to rest before everything is solved. Sometimes the mind says, I will rest when life becomes easier. I will feel safe when I see proof. I will trust when I know exactly how things will work out. But if you wait for every problem to disappear before you allow peace, then peace will always feel far away. Peace does not always come after everything is fixed. Sometimes peace comes first, and from that peace you can see read clearly. Sometimes rest comes first, and from that rest your body can heal. Sometimes trust comes first, and from that trust your next step appears. Tonight, do not ask life to prove everything before you soften. Soften a little and let life meet you there. Close your eyes tonight and remember that you are not only a body lying in bed. You are not only a mind full of thoughts. You are not only a person with tasks, bills, memories, and plans. You are a living soul inside a loving universe. You are connected to a wisdom that is deeper than your worry. You are held by a life that knows how to grow a tree, move the stars, heal a cut, bring morning after night, and carry breath through your body without you asking. The same life that has been keeping your heart beating is not separate from the peace you are asking for. It is closer than your fear thinks. It is quieter than your panic expects. It is more patient than your mind knows. Tonight is not just sleep. Tonight is a return. It is a return to your body. It is a return to your breath. It is a return to the soft place inside you that still believes life can help. It is a return to the quiet knowing that you do not have to push so hard to be loved. You do not have to earn support by worrying. You do not have to prove your worth by staying tense. You do not have to punish yourself for being tired. You are allowed to rest because you are alive. You are allowed to receive because you are worthy. You are allowed to sleep with a peaceful heart, even if the day was not perfect. There is a difference between closing your eyes in fear and closing your eyes in trust. When you close your eyes in fear, the mind keeps asking, what if something goes wrong? What if I am not enough? What if nothing changes? What if I lose what I love? What if I never find the answer? These questions tighten the body. They pull the heart into darkness. They make the night feel like a place where worry grows. But when you close your eyes in trust, even a small amount of trust, the mind begins to ask different questions. What if I am being guided? What if rest is helping me? What if life is arranging something I cannot see yet? What if peace is possible tonight? These questions do not need to have instant answers. They simply open a softer path. Let tonight be that softer path, not a perfect path, not a path where you never think a worried thought again. A softer path. A path where you notice fear and do not bow to it. A path where you feel tired and do not attack yourself for it. A path where you let one loving sentence become stronger than 10 fearful ones. A path where you stop telling the night only what is wrong and begin whispering what can still be healed. This is how the inner world changes, not through force, not through pressure, not through shouting at your mind. It changes through gentle return. Again and again, you return to peace. Again and again, you return to love. Again and again, you remember that the universe can reach you when you stop closing the door with fear. Tonight, place this thought inside your heart. I am willing to be reached by love. That is enough. You do not have to say, I fully trust everything. You do not have to say, I understand everything. You do not have to say, I have no fear. Just say, I am willing to be reached by love. Willingness is a small door, but it opens into something beautiful. Willingness says, I may not know how to rest yet, but I am open. Willingness says, I may still feel afraid, but I do not want fear to be the last voice I hear tonight. Willingness says, I am tired of fighting life. I am ready to let life help me in a softer way. And if your mind asks, how will the universe reach me? Let the question be gentle. It does not need a hard answer. The universe may reach you through silence. It may reach you through a slow breath. It may reach you through a dream that brings comfort. It may reach you through a deep sleep that washes the mind clean. It may reach you through the simple feeling that tomorrow is not as heavy as yesterday felt. It may reach you through the courage to take one step. It may reach you through the strength to let something go. It may reach you through the softness to forgive yourself. The universe has many ways to reach a willing heart. You do not need to choose the way. You only need to stop blocking every way with worry. The night can become a quiet meeting place between your heart and the love that surrounds you. This does not mean you must hear a voice. It does not mean you must see a sign. It does not mean something dramatic must happen. Sometimes the most loving things are simple. Your breath slows, your shoulders drop, your stomach stops holding so much fear. Your mind becomes a little less loud. You remember one kind truth. You feel, even for a moment, that you are not alone. Do not reject these small gifts because they are not big enough for the worried mind. Small peace is still peace. Small trust is still trust. Small healing is still healing. A small opening can change the whole direction of the heart. Tonight, do not measure your healing by whether every thought disappears. Measure it by whether you can meet one thought with kindness. Do not measure your peace by whether your life looks perfect. Measure it by whether you can take one breath without fighting yourself. Do not measure your trust by whether you have no questions. Measure it by whether you can let the questions rest for the night. That is enough. The universe does not need a perfect mind to reach you. It can reach the tired mind. It can reach the confused mind. It can reach the heart that is still learning how to feel safe. It can reach the part of you that has been waiting for a soft place to land. So before sleep comes, let this night become sacred in a simple way. Not by making it formal, not by doing everything right, simply by choosing one loving thought and letting it be with you. Choose this thought. Tonight, I am open to gentle guidance. Let it move through the body slowly. Tonight, I am open to gentle guidance. Say it like you are speaking to a child who has had a long day. Say it like you are speaking to a friend who needs comfort. Say it like you are speaking to the deepest part of yourself, the part that does not need more pressure, only more love. Tonight, I am open to gentle guidance, and then stop trying to force the guidance. Let the night hold the question. Let rest do what effort could not do. You may have spent the day reaching outward, reaching for answers, reaching for approval, reaching for control, reaching for proof that things will be okay, reaching for someone to say the right thing, reaching for a sign that life has not forgotten you. But tonight, let the reaching stop. Let the hands open. Let the mind stop climbing. Let the heart stop knocking so loudly on closed doors. The universe does not only meet you when you are trying hard, it also meets you when you surrender. It meets you when you whisper, I cannot carry this alone. It meets you when you allow rest to be holy. It meets you when you close your eyes and trust that love can find you even in the dark. Do not take fear into sleep if you can help it. Do not let worry be the last meal you give your mind. Do not let the final voice of the day be the voice that says, What if everything goes wrong? That voice may feel familiar, but familiar does not always mean true. Fear may have been with you for many years. It may know your name. It may know your weak places. It may know how to sound wise, careful, and prepared. But fear is not always guidance. Sometimes fear is only an old habit speaking loudly. Sometimes fear is the mind trying to protect you by showing you every possible problem. Sometimes fear is the body asking for safety, not proof that life is against you. When you go to sleep with fear, the mind does not always rest. It keeps searching. It keeps building pictures. It keeps asking the same heavy questions in the dark. What if I cannot handle tomorrow? What if I lose this? What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I am not chosen? What if money does not come? What if my body does not heal? What if I never change? These questions may seem like normal thoughts, but they give the mind a direction. They tell the mind, look for danger, look for proof that I am not safe, look for more reasons to stay tense. And the mind, because it wants to answer what you ask, begins to search through memories, fears, and old pain. Then the body tries to sleep while the nervous system is still standing guard. You deserve a softer ending to your day than that. You deserve to lie down without placing tomorrow's full weight on your chest. You deserve to close your eyes without turning your bed into a place of fear. You deserve to let the night be calm. A friend, not another room where worry follows you. This does not mean you ignore your life. This does not mean you pretend there are no real things to handle. It means you stop letting fear be in charge of your inner world while you sleep. You can care about your life without frightening yourself. You can be responsible without rehearsing pain. You can make plans without making your body live inside every possible disaster. I do not give my night to fear. I give my night to peace. Let that be the first strong choice of this section. I do not give my night to fear. I give my night to peace. Say it slowly inside yourself. It is not a fight against fear. It is a choice. Fear may come near, and you can say, I see you, but you cannot lead me tonight. Worry may knock, and you can say, not now. I will meet life tomorrow with clearer eyes. Old pain may rise, and you can say, I am not abandoning you, but I am not letting you become the whole night. This is how you become gentle and strong at the same time. You do not shame fear. You do not obey it either. Many people think worry is love. They think if they worry enough, they are proving that they care. They think if they imagine every bad thing, they will be ready. They think if they keep turning the problem over and over, they will find peace. But worry does not always bring wisdom. Often, it only brings more worry. It makes the body tired before the next day even begins. It makes the heart feel unsafe in its own home. It makes the mind believe that life can only be handled through fear. But love is not the same as worry. Care is not the same as panic. Preparation is not the same as punishment. You can love your life and still let yourself rest. If there is something to do, you can do it when the time is right. If there is a call to make, a bill to pay, a choice to face, a boundary to set, or a step to take, you can meet it with more strength after rest. But fear wants you to solve everything while you are tired. Fear wants you to make big decisions while your heart is heavy. Fear wants you to believe that peace must wait until every outer thing is perfect. No, my dear. Peace can begin now, even if it is small, even if it lasts only one breath, even if your mind returns to worry again. Each time you return to peace, you are teaching your body a new way. The final minutes before sleep are precious. They are like the last words spoken to a garden before night. If you speak fear, fear settles into the soil. If you speak love, love settles there too. If you speak shame, the heart carries shame into rest. If you speak kindness, the heart begins to loosen. This is not about being afraid of every thought. Please do not make this another reason to judge yourself. If fear comes, fear comes. You are human. But when you notice it, you can choose again. You can say, "This is fear. It is not my final truth. I can give my mind another direction." That one small choice, Matt, stirs. It changes the tone of the night. Instead of asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" ask, "What if life is helping me in ways I cannot see yet?" Do you feel the difference? The first question closes the body. The second question opens it. The first question sends the mind searching for danger. The second question sends the mind searching for support. The first question makes the night feel heavy. The second question lets a little light enter. You do not need to force yourself to believe it fully. Just let the better question exist beside the fear. Let it be possible. What if life is helping me in ways I cannot see yet? What if this night is not empty? What if rest is part of the answer? What if peace is already beginning? Fear often says, "You must know everything now." Peace says, "You can rest before you know." Fear says, "You must control the path." Peace says, "You can take the next step when it is shown." Fear says, "If you stop worrying, everything will fall apart." Peace says, "Your worry is not what holds the universe together." Fear says, "You are alone." Peace says, "You are being held in ways the mind cannot always explain." Tonight, listen for peace. It may speak more quietly than fear, but it is wiser. Fear shouts because it is afraid. Peace whispers because it knows you can hear it when you become still. There may be things in your life that feel unfinished. A conversation may be unfinished. A dream may be unfinished. Healing may be unfinished. Money may feel unfinished. A relationship may feel unclear. Your body may be asking for care. Your heart may still be carrying old pain. But unfinished does not mean hopeless. Unfinished does not mean forgotten. Unfinished does not mean life is not working. Many beautiful things are unfinished before they bloom. A seed is unfinished under the soil. A flower is unfinished before it opens. Morning is unfinished while the sky is still dark. Your life can be unfinished and still be guided. Your heart can be tired and still be loved. Your mind can be unsure and still be safe to rest tonight. Do not let the mind use the night to punish you for being human. Maybe you did not do everything you planned today. Maybe you reacted in a way you wish you had not. Maybe you felt low. Maybe you ate too much, said too little, worked too hard, avoided something, or cried when you wanted to be strong. The mind may try to make a case against you before sleep. It may list your mistakes. It may say you are behind. It may say you should be better by now. But tonight you can answer with love. You can say, I am learning. I am growing. I am allowed to rest even while I am becoming. Rest is not only for people who had a perfect day. Rest is for living souls who need care. When fear tries to follow you into sleep, give the body a signal of safety. The body does not need a long speech. It needs simple proof that this moment is not the danger your mind is imagining. Feel the bed under you. Feel the air moving in and out. Let your jaw loosen. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands open. Say, in this moment, I am here. In this moment, I can breathe. In this moment, I do not have to solve everything. This brings the mind back from tomorrow. It brings the heart back from old pain. It brings your energy back into the only place where peace can begin, which is now. Fear likes to speak in big words like always, never, everything, nothing. It says, nothing ever changes. It says, everything is going wrong. It says, I always struggle. It says, I will never be free. These words make the mind feel trapped. They make the problem look bigger than life itself. Tonight, be careful with those words. They may feel true because they are familiar, but they are not the only truth. Something can be hard without being hopeless. Something can be delayed without being denied. Something can be painful without being permanent. Something can be unclear without being unsafe. Give your mind smaller, kinder words. Say, this is a hard moment, but it is not my whole life. Say, I do not see the answer yet, but I am open to peace tonight. Say, I can rest while life continues to move. This is not denial. Denial says there is no problem. Peace says there may be a problem, but fear does not have to own my whole night. Denial avoids what needs care. Peace rests so you can care for things more wisely. Denial pretends the body is not tired. Peace listens to the body and says, "You have carried enough." Denial closes the eyes and runs from truth. Peace closes the eyes and says, "I will meet truth with love, not panic." There is a deep difference. Tonight, you are not being asked to pretend. You are being asked to stop feeding fear with your last breath of the day. If your mind is full, empty it gently, not by force, not by fighting thought after thought. Imagine placing each worry into a bowl of soft light, one by one. The money worry, the body worry, the love worry, the family worry, the work worry, the worry about the future, the worry about the past. You do not need to fix them in this moment. Just place them down. Say, "This can wait until I have rested." Say, "I give this to the wisdom of life for tonight." Say, "I am allowed to stop holding this for a few hours." The world will not fall apart because you let your shoulders soften. Your life will not lose its path because you stop worrying long enough to sleep. There is a kind of trust that does not need to be loud. It is not dramatic. It does not say, "I have no fear." It says, "Fear is here, but I am choosing peace anyway." It says, "I do not have all the answers, but I can rest tonight." It says, "I do not know how everything will unfold, but I am willing to believe that love can still reach me." This kind of trust is gentle, but it is powerful. It helps the body come out of battle. It helps the mind stop searching only for threat. It tells the heart, "You do not have to stay closed forever." And little by little, the night becomes a place where healing can enter. Do not take other people's voices into sleep if they have been unkind. Do not take the criticism, the silence, the rejection, the sharp words, or the coldness, and let them become the final voice inside your mind. You may not control what others said, but you can choose what you repeat. If someone made you feel small today, do not keep their words alive in your body all night. If someone did not understand you, do not turn their lack of understanding into proof that you are unworthy. If someone left you feeling unseen, see yourself before sleep. Say, "I am here with me. I do not leave myself tonight." Let your own loving voice become the voice that stays. Do not take the phone's noise into sleep if you can choose differently. So much fear enters through little glowing screens. Messages, news, comparison, other people's pain, other people's opinions, other people's perfect-looking lives. The mind absorbs more than you think. The body reacts to more than you notice. If the last thing you give your mind is noise, it may carry that noise into sleep. Tonight, give yourself a small space before rest, even a few minutes. Let the outer world step back. Let your own heart come forward. Let the universe reach you without having to push through so much noise. You do not need to hear every voice before bed. You need to hear the voice of peace. And if fear still comes, do not be harsh with yourself. Fear does not leave just because you tell it to leave once. Old patterns often return. That does not mean you failed. It means the mind is learning. When a child is afraid at night, you do not scold the child for needing comfort. You sit near. You speak softly. You remind the child that they are safe. Do the same for yourself. When fear rises, say, I see you. I know you are trying to protect me. But tonight, we are safe enough to rest. This is not weakness. This is inner care. This is how the nervous system learns a new way. Not through anger, through safety, not through pressure, through gentle return. I do not give my night to fear. I give my night to peace. Let this sentence repeat like a slow song inside you. I do not give my night to fear. I give my night to peace. If money fear comes, say it. If love fear comes, say it. If body fear comes, say it. If tomorrow's fear comes, say it. You are not trying to erase every concern. You are choosing who leads the night. Fear may speak, but peace will lead. Worry may knock, but love will answer. Old thoughts may appear, but they do not get to build their home inside your sleep. Tonight, let the final question not be, what if something goes wrong? Let the final question be, how is life supporting me now? Let the mind begin looking in a better direction. Maybe support is the bed under your body. Maybe witty is the breath still moving. Maybe support is the choice to turn off the noise. Maybe support is one honest tear. Maybe support is the fact that you made it through another day. Maybe support is the quiet wish inside you to heal. Do not dismiss small support. Small support teaches the heart that it is not alone. And when the heart feels less alone, the body begins to rest more deeply. The universe cannot always reach a mind that is gripping fear with both hands. Not because the universe is far away, but because fear makes the inner room so loud. Tonight, open one hand, just one. Let one worry loosen. Let one old thought lose power. Let one soft question enter. Let one breath become slower. This is enough for the beginning. The whole night can change through one small opening. The whole inner world can shift when you decide that fear will not be the final prayer of the day. Your sleep is too precious for that. Your heart is too precious for that. Your body has worked too hard for that. The last thought before sleep guides the mind like a small light in a dark room. It may not look powerful, but it gives direction. It tells the deeper mind where to look, what to hold, and what to carry through the night. When you fall asleep with fear, the mind keeps walking through fear. When you fall asleep with shame, the heart carries shame into the quiet hours. When you fall asleep with anger, the body may stay tight long after the eyes are closed. But when you fall asleep with one loving thought, one peaceful sentence, one gentle question, the deeper mind receives a different message. It hears, look for peace, look for healing, look for support, look for a softer way. Your mind is always listening to you. It listens when you speak out loud. It listens when you whisper. It listens when you repeat the same thought again and again. It listens when you say, I cannot do this. It listens when you say, I am safe to take one step. It listens when you say, nothing ever works. It listens when you say, life can still help me. The mind does not only listen to words, it listens to feeling. It listens to tone. It listens to what you repeat with strong emotion. This is why the last thought before sleep matters. It is often covered in feeling. The body is tired. The heart is open. The mind is softer. What you place there can sink deeply. Think of the mind as a garden at night. During the day, many seeds fall into it. Some seeds come from other people. Some come from the news. Some come from old memories. Some come from fear. Some come from hope. Some come from love. But before sleep, you can choose one seed with care. You can choose not to leave only weeds in the soil. You can choose one seed of peace, one seed of trust, one seed of forgiveness, one seed of guidance, one seed of love. You do not need to plant a whole field tonight. One seed is enough. The deeper mind knows what to do with the seed that is given again and again. My mind receives loving thoughts while I sleep. Let that become your gentle truth tonight. My mind receives loving thoughts while I sleep. This does not mean you must stay awake trying to control every thought. That would only create more tension. It means you choose one loving thought and let it be the last door you walk through. You do not need to force your mind to be empty. You do not need to win a fight against every worry. You simply give the mind a new place to rest. If worry returns, you return to the sentence. If fear speaks, you return to the sentence. If old pain rises, you return to the sentence. My mind receives loving thoughts while I sleep. A loving thought before sleep can be very simple. It does not have to sound deep. It does not have to be long. It does not have to impress anyone. It only has to feel kind enough for the body to receive. You might say, I am safe tonight. You might say, I release this day. You might say, life is guiding me gently. You might say, I am allowed to rest. You might say, the universe can reach me while I sleep. You might say, I do not need to solve everything now. Choose the sentence that helps your heart breathe. The best sentence is not always the biggest one. It is the one that your body can believe a little. Sometimes people choose words that are too far from how they feel, and then the mind begins to argue. They say, everything is perfect, and the mind says, no, it is not. They say, I am never afraid, and the body says, yes, I am. They say, I have no problems, and the heart feels unseen. Tonight, do not force words that make the wounded part of you feel ignored. Choose words that are loving and gentle. Instead of saying, I have no fear, say, I can rest even with some fear. Instead of saying, everything is solved, say, I am open to answers coming in peace. Instead of saying, I am completely healed, say, my body is learning to feel safe. Gentle words can enter where forced words cannot. The deeper mind does not need pressure. It needs direction and safety. If you shout at yourself before sleep, even with positive words, the body may still feel tense. If you repeat affirmations like a task you must get right, the heart may not soften. Speak slowly, speak warmly. Speak as if you are helping a tired child rest. The sentence matters, but the feeling behind the sentence matters too. A soft sentence said with love can reach deeper than a loud sentence said with fear. Let your voice become kind. Let your breath carry the words. Let the words become warmth, not work. The last thought before sleep can also be a question. A question gives the mind a path to follow. If you ask, why am I always stuck? The mind may search for proof of being stuck. If you ask, why is life guiding me in gentle ways? The mind begins to search for guidance. If you ask, what if everything goes wrong? The mind looks for danger. If you ask, what if support is closer than I think? The mind begins to look for support. Questions are powerful because the mind loves to answer them. So tonight, choose the question with care. Do not send your mind into fear when you can send it into peace. Ask softly, how is the universe reaching me tonight? Do not demand an answer. Do not sit up waiting for a sign. Just ask and rest. How is the universe reaching me tonight? Maybe the answer is sleep. Maybe the answer is a calm dream. Maybe the answer is a feeling of relief. Maybe the answer is one idea tomorrow. Maybe the answer is simply that you stopped frightening yourself for one night. Let the question be a door, not a demand. A door does not force you to walk through. It simply opens. Tonight, let a gentle question open the way. You might ask, why am I safe to rest tonight? This question is good for the body. It tells the nervous system to look for safety, not danger. The body may answer through a slower breath. It may answer through a deeper exhale. It may answer by letting your shoulders soften. You might ask, why is life helping me while I sleep? This question is good for the heart. It tells the heart that support does not stop when you stop working. You might ask, why is the answer coming to me in peace? This question is good for the mind. It tells the mind that panic is not the only way to find a solution. You might ask, why am I being guided in ways I cannot yet see? This question opens trust. The question I sleep with becomes the direction my mind follows. Let this be remembered. The question I sleep with becomes the direction my mind follows. So if the old question has been, why does nothing ever work for me? Let tonight be the night you change it. Ask, why are new ways opening for me now? If the old question has been, why am I not loved? Ask, why is love reaching me in gentle forms? If the old question has been, why am I so afraid? Ask, why is my body learning to feel safe? If the old question has been, why am I behind? Ask, why is my life unfolding in the right way for my growth? The new question may feel small at first, but small doors still open. Before sleep, the deeper mind is like soft soil. It does not need you to dig hard. It needs one seed placed gently. This is why repetition helps. If you ask one loving question tonight, it may comfort you. If you ask it again tomorrow night, the mind begins to know the path. If you ask it for many nights, the body begins to trust the rhythm. You are not forcing a miracle. You are teaching your inner world to stop searching only for danger. You are teaching your heart to look for support. You are teaching your mind that peace is also a direction. This is gentle work. This is quiet work. But quiet work can change a life. Do not expect the mind to become peaceful in one night if it has practiced fear for many years. Be patient. If worry has been the lie, since thought for a long time, peace may feel strange at first. The body may not know what to do with softness. The mind may try to return to the old fear because it is familiar. That does not mean peace is not working. It means the old road has been walked many times. A new road is made by returning. Again and again you return to the loving thought. Again and again you return to the gentle question. Again and again you remind the body, we are safe enough to rest now. This is how a new inner path is formed. The last thought before sleep should not be a harsh review of the day. Many people lie down and begin judging themselves. They think about what they did wrong, what they did not finish, what they should have said, what they should have done, how far they still have to go. The mind becomes a courtroom. The heart becomes the one on trial. But night is not the time to put your soul on trial. Night is the time to return to kindness. If something needs to be learned, you can learn it with love. If something needs to be corrected, you can correct it tomorrow with a clearer mind. But do not let self-attack be your bedtime prayer. It does not heal you. It only makes the heart afraid to rest. Instead, let the last thought be gentle truth. Say, I did what I could with the strength I had today. Say, I am allowed to learn without hating myself. Say, I release the weight of this day. Say, I am still worthy of peace tonight. These words do not excuse harm. They do not deny responsibility. They simply make space for healing. A person who is rested can see more clearly. A heart that feels safe can grow more honestly. A mind that is not being attacked can learn better. Kindness before sleep is not weakness. It is wisdom. Your body also listens to the last thought. If the last thought is fear, the body may tighten. If the last thought is shame, the chest may feel heavy. If the last thought is anger, the jaw may hold. If the last thought is peace, the body begins to receive permission to rest. The body has carried you all day. It has carried your thoughts, your feelings, your work, your stress, your memories, and your hope. Speak to it before sleep. Say, "Dear body, thank you for carrying me today. You are safe to rest now." This is a simple sentence, but it can be very healing. The body is not your enemy. It is your home for this life. Let your last thought bless it, not attack it. If there is a place in your body that feels tense, do not speak to it with fear. Do not say, "What is wrong with you?" Say, "I am listening. I am here. You may soften now." If your chest feels tight, place a hand there and say, "I give this place love." If your stomach is tense, say, "You do not have to hold tomorrow tonight." If your shoulders are heavy, say, "You have carried enough." If your mind is racing, say, "You are allowed to slow down." These simple words help the body feel less alone. They turn sleep into a place of care. The last thought before sleep can also invite forgiveness. Not the kind of forgiveness that forces you to pretend. Not the kind that says what happened did not matter. A softer kind. A kind that says, "I am willing to release one layer of pain tonight." You may say, "I forgive myself for not being perfect today." You may say, "I forgive myself for learning slowly." You may say, "I am willing to release the old pain that is ready to leave." Forgiveness before sleep clears a little space inside the heart. It tells the past, "You may not own my whole night." It tells the body, "You do not have to keep carrying this with the same tight grip." And if you cannot forgive yet, do not force it. Say, "I am willing. That is enough. I am willing to soften. I am willing to release what I can. I am willing to stop hurting myself with the same memory tonight." Willingness is a gentle beginning. The deeper mind understands willingness. It is not pressure. It is an opening. It says, "I may not be ready to let everything go, but I am ready to stop holding it so tightly for one night." Sometimes one night of softness becomes the beginning of deeper freedom. You can make this practice very simple. Before sleep, choose one loving thought, one gentle question, and one soft breath. That is enough. One loving thought might be, "I am safe to rest." One gentle question might be, "How is life guiding me tonight?" One soft breath might be a slow inhale and a slow exhale with your hand on your heart. Do not make the practice heavy. Do not turn it into a rule. It is not another thing to do perfectly. It is a gift. It is a way to tell your mind, "We are ending the day differently now." It is a way to tell your body, You do not have to sleep inside fear. It is a way to tell your heart, you are not alone in the dark. The deeper mind learns through what you repeat. If you repeat fear every night, fear becomes the road. If you repeat peace every night, peace becomes more familiar. If you repeat shame every night, the heart keeps closing. If you repeat love every night, the heart begins to trust. This is not about one perfect night. It is about gentle rhythm. It is about coming back again and again. The mind may wander. Bring it back. The old worry may return. Bring it back. The heart may feel heavy. Bring it back. Each return is a small act of love. Let the last thought be simple enough to remember when you are tired. I am safe. I am guided. I release today. I can rest now. Love reaches me tonight. The universe knows how to find me. Simple words are powerful because they can enter the tired mind easily. You do not need long prayers when your body is ready for sleep. You need words that feel like rest. You need words that help the nervous system believe that this moment is not a battlefield. You need words that turn the light down inside your mind. Tonight, if the mind tries to pull you into old stories, remind it gently, we are not going there now. Not with anger, not with force, with kindness. We are not solving that tonight. We are resting. If the mind says, but what about tomorrow? Answer, tomorrow will meet me after rest. If the mind says, but what if something goes wrong? Answer, I will receive strength for the next step when the next step comes. If the mind says, but I need to know now, answer, peace can hold what I do not yet know. These answers are simple, but they teach the mind that fear is not the only voice available. The last thought before sleep is like placing your hand on the door of tomorrow. You are not opening tomorrow yet. You are only blessing the doorway. You are saying, when morning comes, may I meet it with more peace. You are saying, may answers come in a way I can receive. You are saying, may my body be restored. You are saying, may my heart remember that it is loved. You are saying, may the universe reach me while I rest. This is a gentle way to end a day, not with panic, not with self-blame, not with the mind running into shadows, with trust. If dreams come, let them come. If sleep is deep, let it be deep. If sleep is light, still let your body rest as much as it can. Do not turn sleep into another pressure. Some nights the mind rests quickly. Some nights it takes longer. Some nights the heart needs time to settle. Be kind even then. If you wake in the night, return to the sentence, I am safe. If worry comes at 3 a.m, return to the question, how is life supporting me now? If the body feels tense, return to the breath. You are not failing because you wake. You are practicing return. The universe can reach you in the space between thoughts. It can reach you in the breath after you stop arguing with fear. It can reach you in the quiet moment when you choose not to replay the old story. It can reach you when you place your hand on your heart and say, I am listening. It can reach you when you let sleep be more important than worry. It can reach you when you stop using the night to punish yourself and begin using the night to soften. The last thought before sleep becomes a small opening. And through a small opening, great peace can enter. Tonight, give the deeper mind a loving task. Not find everything wrong, not show me every danger, not prove that I am behind. Give it a kinder task. Show me peace. Help me notice support. Guide me gently. Restore my body. Open my heart to good. Let me wake with a softer mind. The mind loves direction. Give it a direction that heals. Give it a path that leads away from fear. Give it a question that opens instead of closes. Give it words that help the body rest instead of brace. You may not see the result right away. That is okay. Seeds do not open the moment they touch the soil. The body may need time. The mind may need practice. The heart may need proof that you will return to love more than once. Keep returning. Tonight and tomorrow night and the night after that. Not with pressure, with devotion, with tenderness, with patience. Each night, one loving thought. Each night, one soft question. Each night, one small release. Over time, the night begins to feel less like a place where fear grows and more like a place where the universe can reach you. So when you close your eyes tonight, choose carefully what you carry through the door. You do not have to carry every worry. You do not have to carry every voice. You do not have to carry every mistake. You do not have to carry every fear about tomorrow. Choose one loving thought instead. Hold it gently. Let it be the final light in the room of your mind. Let it guide you, not by force, but by softness. Let it tell the deeper part of you. We are safe enough to rest. We are open enough to receive. We are loved enough to stop fighting for one night. The last thought before sleep guides the mind. So let that thought be love. Let that thought be trust. Let that thought be, tonight I am open to gentle guidance. Let that thought be, the universe can reach me while I rest. Let that thought be, I do not need to know everything before I sleep. Let that thought be, my mind receives loving thoughts while I sleep. And if another thought comes, return again. Softly, patiently, kindly. Return to the thought that helps your body breathe. Return to the thought that helps your heart open. Return to the thought that allows the universe to come closer. Release the day before you rest. Let those words come gently into your mind, because many people lie down at night, but they do not truly release the day. They close their eyes, but they keep holding every word, every worry, every mistake, every moment that felt heavy. The body is in bed, but the mind is still walking through the day. The heart is still standing in old rooms. The thoughts are still answering messages that are no longer there. The nervous system is still trying to finish what the hands could not finish. My dear, this is why so many people feel tired even after sleep. It is not only the body that needs rest. The heart needs rest. The mind needs rest. The soul needs rest from carrying what cannot be changed tonight. You have carried enough for today. Let that sentence be soft, but let it be real. You have carried enough for today. You may not have done everything perfectly. You may not have said everything in the best way. You may not have finished every task. You may not have answered every question. You may not have understood every feeling that moved through you, but still you carried this day. You moved through it. You lived it. You felt what came. You faced what you could. You held more than people may ever know. And now, as night comes near, you are allowed to stop holding the day with both hands. Many hearts do not know how to put the day down. They were taught to keep going, keep fixing, keep thinking, keep proving, keep being strong. They were taught that rest must be earned by doing everything right. They were taught that peace comes only after all work is finished, all people are pleased, all problems are solved, and all emotions are neatly placed away. But life is not like that. Some days end with unfinished things. Some questions remain open. Some feelings remain tender. Some conversations wait. Some answers have not arrived yet. That does not mean you are not allowed to rest. Rest is not only for perfect days. Rest is for human days. Tonight you can say, I release this day with love, not with force, not with anger, not by pushing the day away as if it was wrong to feel it. With love. I release this day with love. I release what I cannot change tonight. I release the words I keep repeating. I release the small regrets that keep touching my mind. I release the pressure to be more than human. I release the need to fix tomorrow before it arrives. I release this day with love. These words are not an escape from life. They are a return to peace. They are a way of telling your body, the day has ended. You do not need to keep fighting. There may be a part of you that says, but I cannot release it because it still matters. Yes, my dear, it may still matter. Releasing the day does not mean the day did not matter. It does not mean your feelings were too much. It does not mean the problem is not real. It does not mean you stop caring. Releasing means you stop carrying the whole weight of it through the night. You can care and still rest. You can love and still sleep. You can have a problem and still let your body soften. You can be in a season of change and still give your heart a quiet place to breathe. Some people hold on because they believe holding on is responsibility. They think if they keep worrying, they are doing something useful. They think if they keep replaying the day, they are learning. They think if they keep blaming themselves, they are becoming better. But worry is not always wisdom. Replaying is not always healing. Self-blame is not growth. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is stop touching the wound for one night. Sometimes the best answer comes after rest. Sometimes the next step becomes clear only when the mind stops pulling at it. You did enough for today. You felt enough for today. You carried enough for today. You tried enough for today. You learned enough for today. You survived enough for today. Now you may rest. Let the body hear that. Let the part of you that is still tense hear that. Let the child inside you hear that. You did enough for today. This does not mean everything was perfect. It means you are allowed to be kind to yourself at the end of an imperfect day. It means you do not have to earn gentleness by having no mistakes. Gentleness is allowed now. If the day was heavy, let it be heavy without making it your whole life. A heavy day is not a failed life. A sad moment is not a ruined future. A tired body is not a broken person. A hard conversation is not proof that peace will never come. Tonight, do not turn one day into a life sentence. Do not let the mind say, "This always happens. Nothing changes. I am behind. I am not enough." Those thoughts may rise, but you do not have to sleep inside them. You can say, "This was one day. I am still becoming. I can begin again." The night gives you a gentle chance to close one chapter, even if the whole story is not finished. Imagine the day as a book in your hands. You do not have to burn the book. You do not have to deny what was written. You simply close it for the night. You place it down. You say, "I will return to life tomorrow with more breath in my body and more softness in my heart." This is a very loving act. It tells the mind that not every thought needs to be solved at once. It tells the body that not every feeling needs to be carried through sleep. It tells the heart that endings can be gentle. Perhaps today you were kind to others but not kind to yourself. Perhaps you gave patience to people around you, but inside your own mind you were sharp and hard. Perhaps you smiled while carrying pain. Perhaps you did the work, answered the messages, helped the people, made the choices, and still felt alone inside. Tonight, before you rest, come back to yourself. Do not let the last person you ignore be you. Sit with your own heart for a moment. Say, "I see you. I know this day was not easy. I know you tried. I am here with you now." These words may seem simple, but they can soften a place inside you that has been waiting all day to be seen. Release the need to explain the whole day to yourself. Sometimes the mind wants to understand every feeling before it allows rest. Why did I feel that way? Why did they say that? Why did I react like that? Why did this happen again? Why am I still learning this lesson? Questions are not wrong, but not every question must be answered before sleep. Some questions are too heavy for a tired mind. Some questions become clearer in the morning. Some questions need space, not pressure. Tonight you can say, I do not need to understand everything before I rest. I allow clarity to come in its right time. Release the parts of the day where you judged yourself too much. Maybe you judged your body. Maybe you judged your pace. Maybe you judged your mood. Maybe you judged your choices. Maybe you compared yourself to someone else and decided you were not enough. My dear, comparison is a hard pillow to sleep on. It does not comfort the heart. It does not heal the mind. It does not help the body rest. Tonight, release comparison. Say, my path is my path. My timing is my timing. I do not need to become someone else before I am allowed to rest. Your life is not behind because it does not look like a knot. Her life. Your heart is not wrong because it needs time. Release the need to be punished for the places where you are still learning. Some people believe if they are hard enough on themselves, they will change faster. But the heart does not bloom under constant attack. The body does not feel safe when every mistake becomes a reason for shame. The mind does not become peaceful when it is treated like an enemy. You can learn without cruelty. You can grow without self-hate. You can become wiser without turning the night into a courtroom. Tonight, say, I allow myself to learn with love. Let that become a new way, not careless, not lazy. Loving. If something went wrong today, breathe. One moment does not define your whole being. One mistake does not erase your goodness. One hard feeling does not mean you are not healing. One delay does not mean life is not moving. One closed door does not mean every door is closed. Tonight, release the meaning fear has placed on the day. Fear may say, this proves everything is bad. Love says, this is one part of the path, and I can meet it with gentleness. Fear may say, you failed. Love says, you are learning. Fear may say, you are alone. Love says, come back to your heart. I am here. The day may have left energy in your body. Maybe the shoulders are high. Maybe the stomach is tight. Maybe the face feels tired. Maybe the chest feels full. The body remembers the day even when the mind wants to move on. So speak to the body with kindness. Say, dear body, the day is over now. You do not have to hold every moment. You do not have to prepare for every possible tomorrow. You may rest now. Let the words move slowly. Let them travel through the shoulders, the jaw, the hands, the belly, the back, the feet. The body has served you. It deserves to be thanked, not blamed. Take one slow breath and imagine the day leaving through the exhale. Not all at once, if that feels too much. Just one layer. Breathe in gently. Breathe out the noise. Breathe in gently. Breathe out the pressure. Breathe in gently. Breathe out the need to control. You do not have to do this perfectly. Just one breath with love is enough to begin. The body understands breath. The nervous system understands slow return. The heart understands when you stop rushing and begin listening. You may say, I bless what this day taught me, and I release what I do not need to carry. This is a soft way to let go. You are not calling the painful parts good. You are not pretending everything felt easy. You are simply saying, let the lesson stay, but let the weight leave. Let the wisdom stay. Let the shame leave. Let the growth stay. Let the fear leave. Let the truth stay. Let the self-blame leave. Let the love stay. Let the pressure leave. In this way, nothing is wasted, but not everything, is carried. There is a deep peace in knowing that you can begin again tomorrow. The mind may say, but I have begun again so many times. Yes, and that is a beautiful thing. Beginning again is not failure. It is life. Morning begins again. Breath begins again. The heart begins again after sadness. The body begins again after rest. The soul begins again whenever it turns toward love. You are allowed to begin again as many times as you need. Tonight is not the end of your path. It is a pause, a holy pause, a quiet space where you are allowed to be held. Release the version of you that was trying so hard to get through today. Thank that version. Do not shame them. They did what they could. Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they reacted quickly. Maybe they carried old pain into new moments. Maybe they forgot to breathe. Maybe they forgot they were loved, but still they brought you here. They made it through this day. Speak to that part of you with warmth. Say, thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for carrying me. You may rest now. I will meet tomorrow with more love. Tonight, let the day leave your mind like clouds passing across the sky. You do not need to chase each cloud. You do not need to pull it down and explain it. Let it pass. The thought about work may pass. The thought about love may pass. The thought about money may pass. The thought about what you should have done may pass. The thought about tomorrow may pass. You are the sky, not every cloud. You are the quiet space that remains. Let the day pass through that space without becoming trapped in it. Release this day with love. Release the words you wish you had said. Release the words you wish you had not said. Release the moment you keep replaying. Release the look, the message, the silence, the worry, the pressure, the noise. Release the need to keep proving that you care by staying tense. Release the belief that rest is something you must earn. Release the fear that if you stop worrying, life will stop helping. Life does not need your fear in order to move. Life can work while you rest. The universe can reach you while your eyes are closed. Guidance can come when the mind is quiet. Peace can enter when you stop guarding the door with fear. I release this day with love. Let this be the sentence that begins to clear the inner room. I release this day with love. I take the lesson and I leave the weight. I take the wisdom and I leave the shame. I take the next step when it comes and I leave tomorrow in tomorrow's hands. I release this day with love. Let the heart hear it. Let the body believe it a little. Let the mind practice it, even if it still wants to hold on. This is not about doing it perfectly. It is about choosing a softer ending. If there is one thing you want to place into the hands of the universe tonight, name it softly, not with panic, not with demand, just softly. I place Teague, his worry down. I place this person down. I place this fear down. I place this decision down. I place this pain down. You do not need to throw it away. You only need to stop holding it alone. Imagine that there is a love larger than your mind, and that love can hold what feels too heavy tonight. Let yourself believe, even a little, that you do not have to carry this through every hour of sleep. And now let the final feeling of this section be permission. You have permission to rest before the answer comes. You have permission to sleep before everything is finished. You have permission to be kind to yourself after an imperfect day. You have permission to stop rehearsing what hurt. You have permission to stop proving your worth to the night. You have permission to be held by something softer than worry. You have permission to let the day end. I release this day with love. I release this day with love. I release this day with love. Ask the universe a gentle question before you sleep. Not a question full of fear. Not a question that makes the body tighten. Not a question that sends the mind into every dark corner of tomorrow. Ask a question that opens the heart. Ask a question that gives your deeper mind a softer direction. Ask a question that allows life to answer in peaceful ways. Because the questions you carry into the night matter. They become like little paths inside the mind. They tell the mind where to walk while you rest. Many people go to sleep asking painful questions without realizing it. Why is this happening to me? Why does nothing change? Why am I not chosen? Why am I always behind? Why is life so hard? Why can I not fix this? Why am I still afraid? These questions may feel honest, and sometimes they are. We do not need to shame them. But when you carry them into sleep with fear, the mind begins searching for answers inside old pain. It brings up memories. It brings up proof. It brings up every reason to believe the fear. Then the heart lies down, but the inner world stays heavy. Tonight, choose a different question. Instead of asking, "What if nothing works out?" ask, "Why is the universe guiding me in beautiful ways tonight?" Let the question be simple. Let it be soft. Let it be kind enough for the body to receive. Why is the universe guiding me in beautiful ways tonight? You do not have to know the answer. You do not have to feel a sudden sign. You do not have to make something happen. The question itself begins to turn the mind toward guidance. It says, look for help. Look for peace. Look for the next step. Look for support that fear cannot see. A gentle question is different from a desperate question. A desperate question demands. It grabs. It says, tell me now. Fix this now. Prove life loves me now. A gentle question opens. It says, I am willing to receive. I am willing to be shown. I am willing to let the answer come in the right way. Desperatio encloses the body. Gentleness opens it. Desperation says, I do not trust life. Gentleness says, I may be afraid, but I am willing to trust a little tonight. This little willingness is powerful. It gives the universe a place to enter. You can ask, why am I safe to rest tonight? This question speaks to the body. It tells the body that it does not need to search for danger in every shadow. It invites the nervous system to look for safety. Maybe the safety is in your breath. Maybe it is in the blanket around you. Maybe it is in the bed holding you. Maybe it is in the quiet of the room. Maybe it is in the fact that this moment is asking nothing from you except rest. Why am I safe to rest tonight? Let the body answer slowly. Let the shoulders drop. Let the jaw soften. Let the hands open. You can ask, why is life helping me while I sleep? This question speaks to the part of you that believes everything depends on your effort. It reminds you that life does not stop moving when you stop working. Your body heals while you sleep. Your mind sorts and clears while you sleep. Your heart softens when it is not being pushed. New ideas can come after rest. A calm feeling can return after sleep. Life helps in quiet ways. Why is life helping me while I sleep? Let that question remove some weight from your chest. You can ask, why is the answer coming to me in peace? This is a beautiful question for a worried mind. The worried mind often believes answers come only through pressure. It thinks, If it thinks hard enough, worries long enough, and stays tense enough, then maybe the answer will appear. But many answers come when the mind becomes calm. Many answers come after silence. Many answers come through a simple next step, not a whole map. Why is the answer coming to me in peace? Let the mind stop chasing. Let it become a listener. You can ask, why am I being guided in ways I cannot yet see? This question opens trust. It reminds you that the eyes do not see everything. You may not see the right timing yet. You may not see the person who will help. You may not see the idea that will arrive. You may not see the door that is forming. You may not see the reason something has been delayed. But not seeing is not the same as not being guided. The seed cannot see the flower, but something inside it still knows how to grow. Why am I being guided in ways I cannot yet see? A gentle question does not force life. It invites life. This is important. You are not using the question to control the universe. You are using the question to soften your own inner direction. You are telling the mind, do not spend the night searching only for danger. Search for grace. Search for support. Search for the quiet way. You are telling the body, we are not sleeping in battle tonight. You are telling the heart. There may be more help around us than fear has allowed us to notice. The question becomes a lantern. It does not show the whole road, but it gives enough light for the next step. Some nights, your question may be about love. If your heart feels lonely, do not ask, why am I never loved? That question hurts the inner child. It makes the heart close. Ask instead, why is love reaching me in gentle and safe ways? Let love be larger than one person. Let love be larger than one message. Let love be larger than one memory of being hurt. Love can reach you through a kind word, a quiet moment, a pet near you, a friend who thinks of you, your own hand on your heart, or the simple choice not to abandon yourself tonight. Why is love reaching me in gentle and safe ways? Let that question open a wider door. Some nights your question may be about money. If fear is strong, do not ask, why is there never enough? That question only keeps the mind inside lack. Ask instead, how is abundance opening for me in clear and peaceful ways? This does not mean you pretend there are no bills. It means you stop making fear the only voice in your money story. Maybe abundance opens through one wise step. Maybe through a new idea. Maybe through learning. Maybe through support. Maybe through better care of what you already have. Maybe through the courage to receive. How is abundance opening for me in clear and peaceful ways? Let the mind look for channels, not walls. Some nights, your question may be about the body. If you feel fear in the body, do not ask, what is wrong with me? With panic. That question may make the body feel attacked. Ask, why is my body becoming more balanced, supported, and restored each day? This is not ignoring care. If the body needs help, seek help. If the body needs rest, give rest. If the body needs attention, listen. But bring love into the way you ask. Your body is not your enemy. It is trying to speak. Why is my body becoming more balanced, supported, and restored each day? Let the question become a blessing over the body. Some nights, your question may be about peace. If the mind is loud, do not ask, why can I never calm down? Ask, why is my mind learning to become calmer tonight? The word learning is gentle. It does not demand perfect peace at once. It allows the mind to be in process. It allows the body to soften slowly. It tells the nervous system, we are not forcing calm. We are learning calm. Why is my mind learning to become calmer tonight? One softer breath may be the answer. One moment without fighting thought may be the answer. One small pause may be the beginning. Some nights, your question may be about guidance. If you feel lost, do not ask. Why do I never know what to do? Ask, what is the next loving step being shown to me? This question is simple and kind. It does not ask for the whole future. It does not demand a full plan. It asks for one step. Sometimes one step is enough. One call, one rest, one honest sentence, one boundary, one page, one prayer, one breath, one act of care. What is the next loving step being shown to me? Let that question sleep beside you. The question I sleep with becomes the direction my mind follows. Let this sentence be repeated slowly. The question I sleep with becomes the direction my mind follows. If you sleep with fear questions, the mind follows fear. If you sleep with loving questions, the mind begins to follow love. This does not mean every fear disappears. It means you stop giving fear the only path. You create another path. A path toward trust. A path toward peace. A path toward receiving. A path toward the universe reaching you in ways your tired mind could not plan. There is a soft power in asking and then letting go. Many people ask and then hold tightly. They ask for guidance, but then they watch every second for proof. They ask for peace, but then they judge themselves for not feeling peace fast enough. They ask for help, but then they decide how help must come. Tonight, practice asking without gripping. Ask and breathe. Ask and soften. Ask and let the night hold the answer. A flower does not open faster because you pull on the petals. A seed does not grow faster because you keep digging it up. Let the question rest in the soil of the night. You may whisper, Why is the universe guiding me in beautiful ways tonight? Then let silence come. You may whisper, "Why am I safe to rest tonight?" Then let the body answer through breath. You may whisper, "Why is life helping me while I sleep?" Then let your hands open. You may whisper, "Why is the answer coming to me in peace?" Then stop chasing. You may whisper, "Why am I being guided in ways I cannot yet see?" Then allow not knowing to be softer. These questions are not magic tricks. They are loving directions. They move your mind away from fear and toward trust. If the old mind argues, let it. It may say, "This is not true. Nothing is changing. You are only saying words. Do not fight it." The old mind is used to fear. It has walked that road for a long time. Say gently, "Thank you for trying to protect me." Tonight, we are asking a softer question. That is enough. You do not need to defeat the old thought. You only need to stop feeding it with all your energy. You only need to give the mind another place to go. Tonight, the question is a doorway. Walk toward it softly. A gentle question can become a prayer without needing fancy words. It can be as simple as, "How are you helping me, life?" It can be, "What am I ready to release?" It can be, "Where can I receive more peace?" It can be, "What do I need to know in a loving way?" The beauty is not in sounding perfect. The beauty is in asking from trust instead of panic. A question asked from fear feels like reaching with closed hands. A question asked from love feels like opening the hands and saying, "I am ready to receive what is kind, true, and right for me." Let the universe answer through gentle ways. Let it answer through rest. Let it answer through a peaceful dream. Let it answer through a quiet feeling in the morning. Let it answer through an idea that comes while making tea. Let it answer through a calm yes or a calm no. Let it answer through a delay that protects you. Let it answer through a door that opens without force. Let it answer through the strength to stop chasing what is not for you. Let it answer through the comfort of knowing you do not have to know everything tonight. Sometimes the answer is not a sentence. Sometimes the answer is a state. You ask, "How is life helping me?" And the answer is a little calm. You ask, "What is the next step?" And the answer is rest. You ask, "Where is love?" And the answer is your own hand on your heart. You ask, "How am I guided?" And the answer is a quiet pull toward one choice and away from another. Do not miss the answer because it does not arrive loudly. The universe often speaks softly because the heart hears best when it is quiet. Tonight, ask one question only. Do not give the mind 10 questions to solve. One gentle question is enough. choose the one that meets your heart. If you need peace, ask for peace. If you need guidance, ask for guidance. If you need self-love, ask how love is reaching you. If you need rest, ask why your body is safe to rest. If you need hope, ask how life is opening new ways. Write it in your mind. Whisper it once or twice. Then let it float through you like soft music. Not loud, not forced, just near. The question you choose tonight is like a little light placed beside the bed of your soul. It stays there while you rest. It reminds the deeper mind where to turn. It tells the heart that the night is not a place of fear only. It is also a place of receiving. It tells the body that it does not have to guard every door. It tells the soul that love is still speaking. Ask gently. Receive gently. Let the universe reach you gently. Why is the universe guiding me in beautiful ways tonight? Let this question become soft inside you. Why am I safe to rest tonight? Let this question touch the body. Why is life helping me while I sleep? Let this question loosen the need to control. Why is the answer coming to me in peace? Let this question calm the mind. Why am I being guided in ways I cannot yet see? Let this question open trust. Do not chase the answer. Let the night carry it. Let rest hold it. Let the universe speak in its own quiet way. Let the body feel safe before you sleep. This is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. Many people try to calm the mind without first calming the body, but the body is where fear often lives. The body holds the tight jaw, the raised shoulders, the clenched hands, the heavy chest, the turning stomach, the shallow breath. The mind may say, I want to rest, but the body may still be saying, I am not safe yet. Tonight, do not fight the body. Do not rush it. Do not shame it for being tense. Speak to it like a dear friend who has carried too much. Your body has been with you all day. It carried you through movement, thought, work, worry, hope, and feeling. It held the moments you could not express. It held the words you swallowed. It held the stress you tried to ignore. It held the emotions you did not have time to sit with. It kept breathing even when you forgot to breathe deeply. It kept serving even when you judged it. It stayed with you. So tonight, before you ask the body to sleep, thank it. Thank the body for carrying you. Thank the heart for beating. Thank the lungs for breathing. Thank the hands for helping. Thank the eyes for seeing. Thank the feet, in whatever way they serve you, for carrying your life. Say softly, dear body, you are safe now. You do not have to fight tonight. Let the words be slow. Dear body, you are safe now. You do not have to fight tonight. Perhaps the body does not believe it fully yet. That is okay. The body may need time. It may have been tense for many days, many months, or many years. It may have learned to stay ready, to stay careful, to stay on guard. One sentence may not change everything at once, but one sentence can begin a new relationship. You are no longer speaking to the body with fear. You are speaking with love. The body needs simple signals. It does not need a complicated lesson. It needs warmth. It needs breath. It needs softness. It needs to know that in this moment, you are not asking it to run, perform, prove, please, defend, or carry the whole future. Place one hand on your heart if that feels comfortable. Let the hand rest there, not as a task, but as a message. The hand says, I am here. The hand says, I am with you. The hand says, you do not have to be alone inside this feeling. The body understands touch. It understands pressure, warmth, and presence. Take one slow breath. Let it be simple. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. You do not need to breathe perfectly. You do not need to count if counting feels hard. Just let the breath become a little slower than before. Breathe in and let the body know that life is still moving through you. Breathe out and let the body release one small layer of tension. Not all of it, just one layer. One layer is enough. The body softens through small permissions, not harsh demands. Let the jaw soften. So much of the day can hide in the jaw. Words not spoken. Words spoken too quickly. Stress held quietly. Control. Effort. Fear. Let the jaw loosen a little. You do not have to hold the day in your face. Let the tongue rest. Let the eyes soften. Let the forehead release. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Your shoulders were not made to carry tomorrow tonight. Let them fall. Let the hands open. The hands do not need to grip the future while you sleep. Say again, my body is safe to rest, restore, and receive. My body is safe to rest, restore, and receive. Rest means the body can stop fighting. Restore means the body can return to balance in quiet ways. Receive means the body can accept peace, care, love, breath, and support. Some people are used to giving, but the body also needs to receive. It needs to receive food, water, touch, sleep, kindness, movement, stillness, and loving words. Tonight, let the body receive rest without guilt. If there is fear in the chest, do not push it away. Place attention there with kindness. Say, dear heart, I am listening. You do not need to know why the chest feels heavy. You do not need to solve every feeling tonight. Just listen. Sometimes the heart softens simply because it is no longer being ignored. Sometimes the body calms when it feels seen. Sometimes a feeling does not need a full answer. It only needs your loving presence. If the stomach is tight, speak gently to it. The stomach often carries worry. It carries the fear of tomorrow, the stress of decisions, the weight of emotions, the pressure to know what cannot yet be known. Say, dear body, you do not have to digest the whole future tonight. Let that sentence bring a little kindness. You do not have to digest the whole future tonight. You do not have to solve money, love, work, healing, and life in one dark hour. The stomach can soften, the breath can move, the night can hold what the body cannot carry alone. If the shoulders are heavy, say, "You have carried enough." Let the shoulders hear that. You have carried enough. Maybe you carried other people's moods. Maybe you carried expectations. Maybe you carried pressure to be strong. Maybe you carried work, worry, care, and old pain. Tonight, let the shoulders stop being the place where every burden sits. Imagine setting down a heavy bag. You may need to pick up some responsibilities tomorrow, but not with this same tightness. For tonight, the shoulders may rest. If the mind is racing, bring the body into the present. Feel what is under you. Feel the blanket. Feel the air. Feel the hand on the heart. Feel the breath. The mind may be in tomorrow, but the body is here. This moment is here. The room is here. The breath is here. Return to the body because the body lives in now. Fear lives in imagined futures and old memories, but the body can become a doorway back to the present. And the present, even if not perfect, is often safer than the story fear is telling. The body cannot fully rest while it feels attacked. This is why your words matter. If you speak to the body with anger, the body tightens. If you speak to the body with fear, the body braces. If you speak to the body with shame, the body feels unsafe. But when you speak to the body with love, something begins to change. You may not feel it at once, but the relationship begins to heal. Instead of saying, "What is wrong with me?" say, "What do you need, dear body?" Instead of saying, "Why are you like this?" say, "I am here. I want to listen." Instead of saying, "I hate this feeling," say, "This feeling is asking for care. Your body has messages." Sometimes the message is rest. Sometimes the message is water. Sometimes the message is movement. Sometimes the message is support. Sometimes the message is, "Please stop speaking to me with hate." Sometimes the message is, "Please slow down." Sometimes the message is, "Please let me feel safe." Tonight, you do not need to understand every message. You can begin by becoming kind enough to listen. I listen to my body with love. Let that sentence enter slowly. I listen to my body with love. The body may hold old fear from times when you did not feel safe, loved, or supported. That fear may rise at night because the day is quiet and there are fewer distractions. If this happens, do not think you are going backward. Sometimes the body waits for quiet before it speaks. If sadness comes, breathe with it. If tears come, let them come gently. If fear comes, place a hand on your heart and say, "I am here now." The past may have been painful, but this moment can become softer. You are not there anymore. You are here, breathing, listening, learning to be safe with yourself. Safety does not always mean everything outside is perfect. Safety can begin as an inner message. I will not abandon myself tonight. I will not attack myself tonight. I will not let fear be the only voice tonight. I will stay with my body kindly. These are safety messages. The body needs to know that you will not turn against it when it is tired, tense, or emotional. The body needs to know that it is not bad for needing care. The body needs to know that rest is allowed. Let the breath move lower if it can. Sometimes worry keeps the breath high in the chest. Let the breath slowly move toward the belly. Again, not perfectly, not with force, just gently. Breathe in and let the belly receive a little air. Breathe out and soften. If the breath feels tight, do not judge it. Say, even this breath is enough. The body does not need perfect breathing to feel loved. It needs patience. It needs time. It needs the message that you are not rushing it. My body is safe to rest, restore, and receive. Repeat it again. My body is safe to rest, restore, and receive. Let the word safe touch the nervous system. Let the word rest touch the muscles. Let the word restore touch the cells. Let the word receive touch the heart. Your body is not only a thing that carries you from place to place. It is a living home. It listens. It remembers. It responds. Tonight, make your inner home softer. You may imagine the body becoming heavy in a peaceful way. Not heavy with sadness, heavy with rest, the head resting, the neck releasing, the shoulders sinking, the arms softening, the hands open, the chest held, the belly warm, the legs supported, the feet loose. Let the bed hold more of you. You do not have to hold yourself above life tonight. Let yourself be held by the surface beneath you. Let the body know it can stop trying to stay ready for every possible thing. Sometimes the body feels unsafe because the mind keeps sending it images of tomorrow. It imagines the hard conversation, the task, the fear, the mistake, the bill, the unknown. The body cannot always tell the difference between what is happening now and what the mind is imagining with strong feeling. So tonight, be careful with the pictures you give your body. Give it a picture of rest. Give it a picture of soft light. Give it a picture of being held. Give it a picture of waking with more calm. Give it a picture of one gentle step. Do not feed it only pictures of danger. If your body is tired, bless the tiredness. Do not call it weakness. Tiredness is not failure. Tiredness is a message. It says, I have used energy. I need care. If your body is tense, bless the tension. Do not hate it. Tension may be the body trying to protect you. Say, thank you for trying to protect me. You may soften now. If your body is restless, bless the restlessness. Say, I see that there is energy here. We can slow down together. This kind of language changes the relationship. You stop fighting the body and begin partnering with it. The body loves rhythm. It loves repeated signs of safety, a soft breath each night, a hand on the heart, a kind sentence, a slower pace, a release of the jaw, a gentle question, a blessing over the body. These small acts tell the nervous system, night means rest, night means care, night means we stop fighting ourselves. At first, the body may not fully trust it. Keep returning. Repetition teaches safety. Gentleness teaches safety. Your own loving presence teaches safety. You do not need to wait for someone else to calm your body tonight. It is beautiful when comfort comes from another, but you can also become a source of comfort within yourself. Your own hand can be kind. Your own voice can be soft. Your own breath can lead you back. Your own heart can become a safe place to return to. This is not loneliness. This is inner friendship. This is learning to be with yourself in a way that heals instead of hurts. Say, I am here with my body. Say, I will not speak to my body with fear tonight. Say, I give my body permission to rest. Say, I allow my body to receive peace. These words may be simple, but simplicity is good at night. The tired mind does not need hard words. The tired body does not need a long lesson. It needs kindness that is clear and easy to feel. Let the body know that it does not need to prove anything while sleeping. It does not need to look a certain way. It does not need to heal on your timeline. It does not need to perform rest perfectly. It only needs to be held in love. Sleep is not a performance. Rest is not a test. If sleep comes quickly, receive it. If sleep takes time, still be gentle. If the mind wakes in the night, return to the body with kindness. No part of this needs to become another reason for pressure. Tonight, you are teaching your body that the night is not a battlefield. The bed is not a place to replay fear. The dark is not a place to punish yourself. The quiet is not a place where old pain must get louder. The night can become a place where the body is spoken to with love. The night can become a place where the breath slows. The night can become a place where the universe reaches you through peace, through rest, through stillness, through the quiet healing that happens when you stop fighting yourself. Place one hand on your heart again, if that feels right. Say softly, dear body, you are safe now. You do not have to fight tonight. Let there be a pause. Dear mind, you are safe now. You do not have to solve everything tonight. Pause again. Dear heart, you are safe now. You do not have to carry the whole past tonight. Let the words fall gently. Let them be enough. Let the body receive what it can. Maybe peace does not come as a wave. Maybe it comes as one small softening, one breath that feels easier, one shoulder that drops, one thought that becomes less sharp, one moment when you stop attacking yourself. Let that count. Healing often begins in small ways. Safety often returns in small ways. Trust often grows in small ways. Do not reject the small because you wanted the large. A small peace before sleep can become a new path for the body. My body is safe to rest, restore, and receive. Dear body, you are safe now. You do not have to fight tonight. I listen to my body with love. I give my body permission to soften. I let the breath bring me back. I let the night hold me gently. I let the universe reach me through rest. Let these words stay near the body. Let them be warm. Let them be plain. Let them be true enough for tonight. Trust what you cannot see tonight. Let this thought come softly, because the mind often wants proof before it rests. The mind wants to know how the answer will come, when the change will happen, who will help, what door will open, and how everything will finally feel safe. The mind wants a full map before it gives the body permission to sleep. But life does not always show the whole map at once. Sometimes life gives one breath, then one small feeling, then one quiet idea, then one next step. The universe often guides slowly, softly, and in ways the eyes cannot measure right away. You do not have to solve your whole life before morning. Let that sentence settle into your heart. You do not have to solve your whole life before morning. You do not have to understand every delay. You do not have to know why something happened the way it happened. You do not have to see the full reason for the closed door, the quiet season, the waiting, the chi, or the feeling that something inside you is being prepared. You only need to rest in the truth that life has more ways to help you than your mind can see. The eyes see what is in front of them. The eyes see the room, the phone, the message, the bank account, the empty space, the body, the calendar, the silence, the unfinished task. But the eyes do not see every answer forming. The eyes do not see every person being moved into place. The eyes do not see every idea that is still ripening. The eyes do not see the future version of you who will understand why this night needed to be quiet. The eyes do not see the way life is still breathing under the surface. So do not let what you see tonight cancel what your soul knows is possible. The universe is working for my highest good, even while I sleep. Let this be a simple truth tonight. The universe is working for my highest good, even while I sleep. You may not see it. You may not feel it strongly. You may not be able to explain it. But let the sentence come near. Let it become a soft place in the mind. Let it remind the body that your effort is not the only power in your life. You are not the only one holding the thread. You are not alone in the work of becoming, healing, receiving, and beginning again. There are many things that grow in silence. A seed grows under the soil before the flower appears. A baby grows in the womb before the world can see the child. The sun begins to rise before the sky is full of light. Healing begins inside the body before the mind notices peace. Trust begins as a small opening before it becomes a way of living. Your answer may also be growing in silence. Your peace may be growing in silence. Your next step may be forming in a place the mind cannot yet reach. Do not dig up the seed every night just because you cannot see the flower. The mind may say, "But I need to know now." The heart may say, "I am tired of waiting." The body may say, "I do not feel safe unless I can see what comes next." Be gentle with these parts of you. They are not wrong for wanting comfort. They are not weak for wanting proof. They are only tired. They have carried uncertainty. They have lived through moments when support did not seem to come. So tonight, do not shame the part of you that finds trust difficult. Hold that part with love and say, "I know you want to feel safe. I know you want an answer. We can rest for now. We do not have to know everything tonight." Trust does not always feel like strong faith. Sometimes trust is very small. Sometimes trust is only choosing not to panic for one breath. Sometimes trust is turning off the noise. Sometimes trust is saying, "I do not understand, but I am willing to be guided." Sometimes trust is closing your eyes even though tomorrow is unclear. Sometimes trust is letting your body sleep before your mind has finished planning. These small acts matter. They tell the deeper part of you that fear does not have to lead every moment. You may not see how love will reach you, but love can still reach you. You may not see how abundance will open, but new channels can still form. You may not see how healing will come, but the body may still be learning, repairing, and asking for care. You may not see how the answer will arrive, but peace can still prepare you to receive it. You may not see how your life will change, but one quiet inner shift tonight can become the beginning of many changes. The unseen is not empty. The unseen can be full of movement. Think of the night sky. When the sky is dark, it does not mean the sun has died. It only means the sun is not visible from where you stand. The light is still real. Morning is still coming. In the same way, when you cannot see the answer, it does not mean the answer is impossible. When you cannot feel hope strongly, it does not mean hope is gone. When you cannot see the path, it does not mean there is no path. Sometimes you are simply in the night before a new understanding. Tonight, let the dark become less frightening. Let it become a place of rest, not proof that you have been forgotten. Let it become a soft room where the mind no longer needs to see everything to feel held. Let it become the place where you say, I do not have to force the morning. Morning knows how to come. You do not have to force every blessing. You do not have to pull every answer toward you with tension. You can do your part with love and let life do what only life can do. There is a kind of help that comes when you stop pushing so hard. It may come as a new idea when you wake. It may come as a calmer feeling in the body. It may come as the courage to make a clear choice. It may come as a person who speaks the right words. It may come as a delay that protects you from what you thought you needed. It may come as the strength to let go. It may come as a gentle knowing that you are ready for the next step. These forms of help are easy to miss when the mind only wants one answer in one way. Tonight, be open to many ways. Say softly, life has more ways to help me than I can see. Let that sentence open the mind. Life has more ways to help me than I can see. The worried mind often believes there is only one way. One person must say yes. One plan must work. One door must open. One timeline must happen. But the universe is not limited to the one path fear can imagine. Life has many doors. Life has many messengers. Life has many timings. Life has many ways of bringing you closer to what is good, true, and right for your soul. When one door is quiet, it does not mean every door is closed. When one person cannot love you well, it does not mean love is not for you. When one plan changes, it does not mean your life has lost direction. When one answer is delayed, it does not mean the universe is silent. Sometimes life is guiding through what does not work. Sometimes life is guiding through what leaves. Sometimes life is guiding through the silence that teaches you to hear your own heart again. Not every blessing arrives looking like a blessing at first. Trust what you cannot see, but do not use trust to avoid what you know you must do. Trust does not mean doing nothing forever. Trust means you do not act from panic. You can still make the call. You can still care for the body. You can still ask for help. You can still take one practical step. You can still set the boundary. You can still choose wisely. But you do these things without believing that your fear must hold the whole universe together. You do your part, and then you let the rest be held by life. At night, this is very important. The mind often wants to turn every practical thing into a fear story. A bill becomes, I will never have enough. A message becomes, I am not loved. A body feeling becomes, something is wrong. A delay becomes, I am forgotten. Tonight, separate the fact from the fear story. The fact may need care tomorrow. The fear story does not need to sleep inside your body tonight. You can say, this is something I will meet, but it is not my whole life. It is not my final truth. It is not stronger than the love that guides me. The universe is working for my highest good even while I sleep. Repeat it again, slowly. The universe is working for my highest good even while I sleep. Let the body feel that you are allowed to stop. Let the mind feel that it can rest from trying to see everything. Let the heart feel that love does not disappear when you close your eyes. Let the soul feel that it is safe to be carried for a while. If you wake in the night and the old fear returns, come back to this thought. Something good can be forming even if I cannot see it. Do not argue with the fear for hours. Do not chase every thought. Just return. Something good can be forming even if I cannot see it. A calmer mind can be forming. A better choice can be forming. A new path can be forming. A healing feeling can be forming. A fresh beginning can be forming. Your job is not to see it all tonight. Your job is to stay open enough to receive what comes in the right time. Trust is a practice. It is not always a feeling that arrives fully formed. It is something you return to when fear pulls you away. The mind says, "What if nothing changes?" You return to trust. The heart says, "I am tired." You return to trust with tenderness. The body says, "I am tense." You return to the breath. The night says, "Be still." You return to the quiet. Each return is a small act of faith. Each return tells life, "I am willing to be helped in ways I cannot control." Tonight, you may not receive the full answer, but you can receive rest. You may not know the whole path, but you can receive peace. You may not see the finished blessing, but you can receive one gentle sign that you are still being guided. Do not reject rest because it is not the whole answer. Rest may be the first answer. A rest may be the doorway through which the next answer comes. Rest may be the place where your body gathers strength to meet tomorrow with a clearer heart. So let the unseen be softer tonight. Let it be less like an empty space and more like a hidden garden. Let it be less like a threat and more like a place where life is still preparing things. You do not need to force the flower to open in the dark. You do not need to stand guard over the seed. You do not need to stay awake to prove that you care. You can close your eyes. You can let the universe reach you. You can let love work in the quiet. Forgive yourself before sleep, not because the day was perfect, not because you never made a mistake, not because every choice was wise, every word was gentle, and every feeling was calm. Forgive yourself because your heart deserves to rest without being attacked. Forgive yourself because you are human. Forgive yourself because learning should not become a reason to hate yourself. Forgive yourself because the night is not a place to punish the soul. It is a place to soften, breathe, and return to love. Many people go to bed carrying a hidden courtroom inside their minds. They lie down, and the judge begins speaking. You should have done more. You should have known better. You should not have said that. You should not have felt that. You should be further along by now. You should be stronger, calmer, wiser, better. And the heart listens to this voice and becomes small. The body tightens. The mind becomes tired. Sleep comes, but peace does not. Tonight, close the courtroom. You do not need to put your soul on trial before rest. I forgive myself and allow my heart to rest. Let that sentence enter gently. I forgive myself and allow my heart to rest. You may not feel full forgiveness at once. That is okay. Begin with willingness. Say, I am willing to forgive myself. That is already a beautiful opening. You do not need to force your heart to move faster than it can. You do not need to pretend something does not hurt. You do not need to excuse every choice. You only need to stop using the night as a place to wound yourself again. Self-forgiveness does not mean you do not care. It does not mean you avoid responsibility. It does not mean you say, nothing matters. True forgiveness is not careless. It is loving and honest at the same time. It says, I see what happened. I see where I can grow. I see what I want to do differently, and I will not destroy myself in order to learn. This is a mature kind of love. This is a healing kind of truth. It allows you to grow without shame, taking over your whole being. Maybe today you said something in a way you wish you could change. Forgive yourself. You can make it right if you need to. You can speak with more care tomorrow. But tonight, do not replay the words until your heart feels bruised. Say, I am learning to speak with more love. I forgive myself for not being perfect today. Maybe today you did not do everything you planned. Forgive yourself. You can take the next step tomorrow. But tonight, do not call yourself lazy, weak, or hopeless. Say, I am learning to move with patience. I forgive myself for being human. Maybe today you felt fear again, even though you thought you had healed more. Forgive yourself. Healing is not a straight line. Some days the old feeling returns because the body is asking for care, not because you failed. Maybe today you compared yourself to others. Forgive yourself. The mind was looking for safety in the wrong place. You can return to your own path. Maybe today you felt sad, jealous, angry, tired, or unsure. Forgive yourself. Feelings are not proof that you are bad. Feelings are messages. They ask to be met with love. Do not go to sleep attacking the version of you who tried to survive the day. That version may be tired. That version may be confused. That version may have acted from old fear. That version may have forgotten their worth for a moment. But they are still part of you. They need your care, not your cruelty. Speak to them softly. Say, I understand why you felt that way. I understand why you reacted. I understand why you were afraid. We are learning a new way. This does not keep you stuck. It gives you the safety needed to change. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself from the past. The old you who stayed too long. The old you who trusted the wrong person. The old you who ignored the signs. The old you who did not speak up. The old you who gave too much. The old you who accepted too little. The old you who did not know how to love themselves yet. My dear, please do not use today's wisdom to hurt the old version of you. That version did not know what you know now. That version was trying to survive with the tools they had. Today you know more. Today you can choose differently. But do not shame the one who brought you here. Say, I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. Let that sentence be medicine. I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. Say it slowly. Let it reach the places that still feel guilt. Let it reach the memories that still make your chest tight. Let it reach the inner child who thinks they should have been wiser, stronger, or braver before they were ready. You were learning. You are still learning. Learning is not a crime. Growing slowly is not a failure. Being human is not something to punish. Forgive yourself for needing time. Some parts of healing take time. Some patterns were practiced for years. Some fears did not begin yesterday. Some wounds were formed when you did not have the words to explain them. So if you are still learning to trust, forgive yourself. If you are still learning to rest, forgive yourself. If you are still learning to receive, forgive yourself. If you are still learning to love your body, forgive yourself. If you are still learning not to chase, not to please, not to hide, no, to shrink, forgive yourself. You are growing in a human way. Forgive yourself for the days when you could only do a little. A little can still be sacred. One breath can be sacred. One kind thought can be sacred. One glass of water can be sacred. One moment of not giving up can be sacred. The world may praise big steps, but the soul knows the value of small returns. Maybe today your step was small. Maybe it was simply getting through the day. Maybe it was noticing one thought. Maybe it was stopping yourself from saying one cruel thing to yourself. That counts. Forgive yourself for thinking it had to look bigger to matter. The night is a tender time for self-forgiveness because the mind is softer. The heart is closer to the surface. The body is tired of carrying the armor. This is not the time to speak harshly. This is the time to become the voice you needed. Say, I forgive myself for today. Say, I forgive myself for being tired. Say, I forgive myself for learning slowly. Say, I forgive myself for the ways I forgot my worth. Say, I forgive myself, and I choose to meet myself with love. If tears come, let them come gently. Tears do not mean you are weak. Tears may mean the heart is finally being touched with kindness. Tears may mean you have been holding judgment for too long. Tears may mean the body is letting go of something it did not know how to speak. Do not rush the tears. Do not explain them away. Place a hand on your heart and say, I am here. I am not leaving. This is forgiveness in action. It is staying with yourself when the old way would have been to criticize or run. There may be someone else you need to forgive, but tonight begin with yourself. Not because others did nothing wrong, not because your pain did not matter, but because your own heart needs to feel safe before it can release deeper things. Self-forgiveness gives the heart space. It loosens the grip of shame. It reminds you that you are not only the pain, not only the mistake, not only the past. You are also the one who can choose love now. You are also the one who can grow. You are also the one who can begin again. Forgive yourself for not being able to control everything. You could not control every person. You could not control every outcome. You could not control every feeling that came through your body. You could not control the timing of every answer. You could not control how others understood you. You could not control everything that happened in the past. Tonight, stop blaming yourself for not having the power to control life itself. Your power is not in controlling everything. Your power is in returning to love, choosing the next right step, and speaking to yourself with kindness. Say, I release the need to punish myself. Let that sentence be strong but gentle. I release the need to punish myself. Some people punish themselves because they think it proves they are sorry. But punishment does not heal the past. It only keeps pain alive. If you need to make a change, make it with love. If you need to apologize, do it with honesty. If you need to choose better, begin tomorrow. But tonight, do not harm yourself in the name of growth. Growth needs light. Growth needs truth. Growth needs love. Forgiveness before sleep is like washing the heart. It does not erase the day. It clears what does not need to remain heavy. It says, I take responsibility without carrying shame as my identity. It says, I can learn and still be worthy of rest. It says, I can be honest and still be gentle. It says, I can begin again. This kind of forgiveness brings the heart back to life. It opens the place where peace can enter. I forgive myself and allow my heart to rest. Say it again. I forgive myself and allow my heart to rest. Forgive yourself for the thoughts you could not stop. Forgive yourself for the fear that returned. Forgive yourself for the pressure you placed on your own shoulders. Forgive yourself for the places where you were still seeking love outside yourself. Forgive yourself for forgetting, even for a moment, that you are worthy of peace. Then let the heart rest. It has carried enough. You may say, "Tonight I do not need to become perfect. I only need to become kinder." Let this be a new way. Perfection keeps the body tense. Kindness lets the heart breathe. Perfection says, you are not allowed to rest until everything is right. Kindness says, rest will help you meet life with more love. Perfection says, you should be ashamed. Kindness says, you are learning. Tonight, choose kindness. It will take you further than self-hate ever could. Forgive the day for not being perfect. Forgive yourself for not being perfect inside the day. Forgive the tiredness. Forgive the tears. Forgive the silence. Forgive the reaction. Forgive the delay. Forgive the part of you that still needs time. Forgiveness does not mean you stop growing. It means you stop growing through fear and begin growing through love. That is a beautiful shift. That is a deep inner healing. As you close your eyes, imagine placing your hand over your own heart and saying, I am safe with me tonight. What a powerful sentence. I am safe with me tonight. It means you will not attack yourself in the dark. It means you will not let shame be the only voice. It means you will not abandon the tender parts of you. It means you will hold your humanity with love. Let the heart hear it. Let the body hear it. Let the inner child hear it. I am safe with me tonight. Tonight, give your mind simple words, not hard words, not long words, not words that feel too far away. Give your mind words that feel like rest, words that are easy to remember, words that the body can receive, words that help the heart soften. A night affirmation does not need to be fancy. It only needs to be loving. It only needs to become a small light in the mind before sleep. It only needs to guide the deeper part of you toward peace. Do, not force peace. Allow peace. This is important. Many people try to make themselves peaceful with pressure. They say affirmations like they are trying to win a fight. They repeat the words, but the body feels tense. They say, I am calm, while inside they are angry at themselves for not being calm yet. That is not peace. That is pressure wearing soft clothes. Tonight, let the practice be gentler. You do not need to force peace. You only need to allow one peaceful sentence to come near you. I do not force peace. I allow peace. Let this be the first affirmation. I do not force peace. I allow peace. Feel how soft it is. It does not demand that every thought disappear. It does not say you must sleep perfectly. It does not say you must become calm at once. It simply opens the door. It says peace is welcome here. Rest is welcome here. Love is welcome here. The body does not have to be pushed into quiet. It can be invited. Tonight, choose one sentence and repeat it softly. Not 10 sentences with panic. not a long list that turns into work. One sentence. One, let it be the sentence your heart needs most. If your body feels afraid, choose, tonight I am safe. If your mind feels lost, choose, tonight I am guided. If your heart feels lonely, choose, tonight I am loved. If you are tired of controlling, choose, tonight I release control. If the body feels tense, choose, tonight I let peace enter my body. If you want to feel open to life, choose, tonight I let the universe reach me. Repeat the sentence slowly. Let there be space between the words. Tonight I am safe. Tonight I am safe. Tonight I am safe. Do not rush. The slower you say it, the more the body can hear it. Let the words travel through the breath. Let them move through the chest. Let them touch the places that feel guarded. If the mind argues, do not argue back. Simply return to the sentence. Tonight, I am safe. Maybe not everything feels safe in life, but in this moment, you are teaching the body to find a small place of safety within. Tonight, I am guided. Let this sentence be for the mind that wants to know the full path. Tonight, I am guided. You may not know the answer yet, but guidance can still be near. You may not see the next door yet, but guidance can still be working. You may not understand the delay yet, but guidance can still be present. Tonight I am guided does not mean you know everything. It means you are willing to be led one step at a time. It means you are willing to let life speak in quiet ways. Tonight, I am loved. Let this sentence be for the heart that feels alone. Tonight, I am loved. Not only when someone messages, not only when someone stays, not only when someone understands, not only when life looks easy. You are loved as a living soul. You are loved by the breath moving through you. You are loved by the quiet chance to rest. You are loved by the small light inside you that says it wants to heal. Let love be wider than one person. Let love be wider than one memory. Tonight, I am loved. Tonight, I release control. Let this sentence be for the hands that have been gripping the future. Tonight, I release control. You do not need to control every path before sleep. You do not need to know every answer before morning. You do not need to hold every person, plan, fear, and result inside your nervous system. You can do your part, and then you can rest. Control says, I must hold everything. Trust says, I can let life hold what I cannot hold tonight. Tonight, I release control. Tonight, I let peace enter my body. Let this sentence be for the places that feel tight. Tonight, I let peace enter my body. Imagine peace entering slowly, Not as a wave you must create, but as warmth you allow. Peace enters the forehead. Peace enters the jaw. Peace enters the throat. Peace enters the chest. Peace enters the belly. Peace enters the back. Peace enters the hands. Peace enters the legs. Peace enters the feet. You do not need to feel it perfectly to just allow the idea that peace can touch the body. Tonight, I let the universe reach me. Let this sentence be the heart of the practice. Tonight, I let the universe reach me, not through force, not through fear, not through chasing, through rest, through quiet, through breath, through soft dreams, through gentle knowing, through peace that comes in small pieces. Tonight, I let the universe reach me. Let the words become an open door. Let the body stop blocking love with tension. Let the mind stop blocking guidance with noise. Let the heart stop blocking comfort with the belief that it must suffer alone. Tonight, I receive answers in gentle ways. Let this be for the part of you that has been begging for clarity. Tonight, I receive answers in gentle ways. Some answers come through a strong sign, but many answers come quietly. A feeling of yes, a feeling of no, a calm thought, a simple idea, a person who crosses your path, a door that does not open because it is not for you, a delay that gives you more time, a dream that helps the heart understand, a peaceful morning after a hard night. Let the answers be gentle. You do not need life to shout to prove it is helping. Tonight, my heart is open to good. Let this be for the part of you that has closed itself to avoid pain. Tonight, my heart is open to good. Open does not mean unprotected. Open does not mean you let everything in. Open means you stop believing that pain is the only thing that can find you. Open means you are willing to receive kindness. Open means you let the idea of good come near again. Open means you do not let old hurt decide the whole future. Tonight, my heart is open to good. You do not need to repeat all of these. Choose one. The one that feels warm. The one that feels possible, the one that your body does not reject. If the words feel too big, make them softer. Instead of, I am safe, say, I am learning to feel safe. Instead of, I am loved, say, I am willing to receive love. Instead of, I release control, say, I am willing to loosen my grip tonight. Softer words are not weaker. Softer words often go deeper because the body does not have to defend itself against them. A night affirmation should feel like a lullaby, not a command. It should not stand over you and demand belief. It should sit beside you and offer comfort. Say the words like you are speaking to someone tender. Say them like every part of you is allowed to take its time. Say them like the inner child is listening. The inner child does not need a perfect speech. The inner child needs a kind voice that returns again and again. If the mind wanders, bring it back. This is not failure. Wandering is what the mind does. Bring it back with love. If you are saying, "Tonight I am guided," and suddenly you think about tomorrow, return gently. Tonight I am guided. If you are saying, "Tonight I am safe," and a memory comes, return gently. Tonight I am safe. Each return is part of the practice. The return is not a mistake. The return is the healing. Let the affirmation move with the breath. Breathe in, "Tonight." Breathe out, "I am safe." Breathe in, "Tonight." Breathe out, "I am guided." Breathe in, "Tonight." Breathe out, "I am loved." This makes the words simple. This brings them into the body. The breath helps the mind slow down. The breath carries the words deeper. A sentence on the breath becomes more than a thought. It becomes a feeling the body can begin to understand. You can also place the affirmation on the heart, hand on heart. Soft breath, simple words. Tonight, I am safe. Hand on belly, soft breath, simple words. Tonight, I release control. Hand on the place that feels tense. Soft breath, simple words. Tonight, I let peace enter my body. The body listens when words come with touch. The body listens when the voice is gentle. The body listens when you return with love. Some nights, you may only be able to say one word. Peace, safe, loved, guided, rest, release, trust. That is enough. One word can become a whole prayer when it is said with love. Peace. Let the word soften the forehead. Safe. Let the word touch the nervous system. Loved. Let the word open the heart. Guided. Let the word calm the mind. Rest. Let the word give the body permission. Release. Let the word loosen the hands. Trust. Let the word open the night. If fear says this will not work, do not fight. Say, maybe I do not fully believe it yet, but I am willing to hear loving words tonight. That is a gentle answer. You do not need to pretend you have perfect faith. You only need to stop letting fear be the only teacher. You can let love speak too. You can let peace speak too. You can let the universe reach you through words that are simple and kind. Night affirmations become stronger through repetition. Not harsh repetition, loving repetition. The kind that returns like water to a garden. One night may bring comfort. Many nights may build trust. The mind begins to learn the path. The body begins to know the rhythm. The heart begins to feel that bedtime is not only a place of worry, it can be a place of receiving. It can be a place of healing. It can be a place where the last voice you hear inside is kind. Do not turn this practice into another reason to judge yourself. If you forget one night, return the next night. If you fall asleep before finishing, let that be fine. If the mind wanders, return. If the words feel dry, soften them. If one affirmation no longer feels right, choose another. This is not a rule. This is a relationship with your own inner world. And relationships grow through kindness, not pressure. Tonight, choose one sentence. Let it be simple. Let it be loving. Let it be easy to carry into sleep. Tonight, I am safe. Tonight, I am guided. Tonight, I am loved. Tonight, I release control. Tonight, I let peace enter my body. Tonight, I let the universe reach me. Tonight, I receive answers in gentle ways. Tonight, my heart is open to good. Choose one and let it be enough. I do not force peace. I allow peace. Let this close the practice softly. I do not force peace. I allow peace. I do not force sleep. I allow rest. I do not force answers. I allow guidance. I do not force healing. I allow love to touch what is ready. I do not force the universe. I open to it. Tonight, the words are simple. The heart is tender. The body is listening. The night is ready to hold what you place inside it. Sleep with trust and wake with openness. Let this be the final movement of the night. Sleep with trust, not because you know every answer, but because you are willing to be held while answers form. Wake with openness, not because tomorrow must be perfect, but because life may meet you in simple and unexpected ways. This is a gentle way to live. You do not demand that the whole path appear before you rest. You let rest become part of the path. Close your eyes tonight, my dear. Let the day leave your body. Let fear loosen its grip. Let the heart remember that life is still with you. You do not have to chase the universe. You do not have to shout for love. You do not have to solve your future in the dark. You only have to become quiet enough to receive what is already moving toward you in peace. The universe can reach a quiet heart. It can reach a tired heart. It can reach a heart that is still learning to trust. I sleep with trust. I wake with openness. Say it slowly. I sleep with trust. I wake with openness. Trust for the night. Openness for the morning. Trust says, I can rest before I know. Openness says, I am. willing to notice the good. Trust says, I do not need to hold everything alone. Openness says, life may surprise me in kind ways. Trust lets the body sleep. Openness lets the heart meet tomorrow without carrying yesterday so tightly. Tonight, do not ask the morning to prove everything before you allow rest. Let the morning be the morning when it comes. Let tonight be tonight. There is something deeply peaceful about staying with the part of life you are actually in. When it is night, rest. When it is morning, rise. When it is time to act, act. When it is time to release, release. Much suffering comes from trying to live in every time at once. The past, the future, the mistake, the fear, the plan, the memory, the hope, all crowded into one tired mind. Tonight, return to this moment, this breath, this body, this soft invitation to let go. You may wake tomorrow with a clear answer. You may wake with only a little more peace. You may wake with one small idea. You may wake with the strength to do one simple thing. Let that be enough. Do not demand that guidance always arrive as a loud sign. Sometimes guidance is a calm feeling. Sometimes it is a quiet no. Sometimes it is a gentle yes. Sometimes it is the desire to clean one corner, write one message, drink water, take a walk, call someone, or wait one more day. The universe often speaks through the next simple step. When you wake, notice. That is the practice. Notice the small answer. Notice the idea that comes before the phone enters your hand. Notice the feeling in the body. Notice the dream if one remains. Notice what feels lighter. Notice what feels less true than it did last night. Notice the person who comes to mind. Notice the task that feels like the next right thing. Notice the simple good. The more you notice, the more life can speak to you through ordinary moments. Many people miss guidance because they expect it to be dramatic. They ask the universe to reach them, but then they only look for big signs. They forget that peace can be a sign. A slower breath can be a sign. A sudden feeling of enough strength can be a sign. A closed door can be a sign. A small delay can be a sign. A kind sentence can be a sign. A quiet idea can be a sign. A feeling of not needing to chase can be a sign. Tomorrow, wake with openness to the small ways life may answer you. I let the universe reach me in love. Let this be the deeper sentence. I let the universe reach me in love. Not only through what looks perfect, not only through what comes fast, not only through what your mind planned. Let the universe reach you through peace, through timing, through rest, through release, through a new thought, through a brave step, through a gentle no, through a softer yes, through the body asking for care, through the heart asking to be heard. Love has many forms. Do not close the door because it does not arrive in the one form you expected. Sleep with trust means you stop fighting the night. You stop making sleep another place to prove your worth. You stop asking the tired mind to become a master of the future before morning. You stop carrying every fear into the pillow. You say, I have done what I can for today. I give the rest to life. That is trust. Simple trust. Human trust. Trust that may tremble but still opens its hand. Wake with openness means you do not begin tomorrow by reaching for the old fear first. Before the phone, before the news, before the old story, take one breath. Ask, how is life guiding me today? Ask, what good can I notice? Ask, what is one loving step? This is how you keep the night practice alive in the morning. The universe may have reached you in the quiet, but you must wake gently enough to notice the message. Your dreams may speak in symbols. Your body may speak in feelings. Your heart may speak in longing. Your life may speak through timing. Do not need every message to be clear at once. Some guidance unfolds slowly. Some peace grows with practice. Some answers come after you become ready to receive them. Trust the slow unfolding. Trust the quiet opening. Trust the way your own heart becomes wiser when it is no longer being frightened every night. Tonight, let your sleep be a soft agreement with life. Say, I am willing to be helped. Say, I am willing to release fear. Say, I am willing to receive peace. Say, I am willing to wake with a more open heart. This willingness is enough. You do not need perfect trust. You do not need perfect belief. You only need a small yes inside the heart. A small yes to guidance. A small yes to rest. A small yes to love. A small yes to the idea that the universe can still reach you. The night is not empty. The night is full of quiet life. Your body restores. Your mind clears. Your heart softens. Your soul listens. The world becomes still enough for the softer things to be heard. So let the night have you. Let it hold what is tired. Let it wash what is heavy. Let it carry what your hands cannot carry anymore. Let the universe reach the parts of you that have been too busy, too scared, or too guarded to receive during the day. If you wake and nothing looks different at once, do not lose heart. Sometimes the first change is not outside. Sometimes the first change is that you feel a little less afraid. Sometimes the first change is that you do not reach for the same old thought so quickly. Sometimes the first change is that you pause before reacting. Sometimes the first change is that your body feels a little softer. Sometimes the first change is that you remember the sentence from the night before. These are not small things. These are signs that the inner world is learning a new way. Sleep with trust. Wake with openness. Let those words become a bridge between night and morning. Tonight, trust. Tomorrow, openness. Tonight, release. Tomorrow, receive. Tonight, soften. Tomorrow, notice. Tonight, let the universe reach you. Tomorrow, let yourself see how it may already be speaking. Now, before you close your eyes, let everything become simple. You do not need to remember every word. You do not need to do every practice. You do not need to become peaceful in a perfect way. Take only what your heart can hold tonight. One breath, one sentence, one gentle question, one small release. That is enough for the night. Let the day be over. Let the past step back. Let tomorrow wait outside the door until morning. Let your body feel the surface beneath you. Let your shoulders soften. Let your hands open. Let your jaw release. Let your heart hear that it does not have to carry the whole world tonight. You are allowed to rest before the answer comes. You are allowed to receive before you understand. You are allowed to be held before everything is solved. Say softly, "Tonight, I let the universe reach me." Let the words be plain and true. Tonight, I let the universe reach me through peace, through rest, through dreams, through breath, through silence, through gentle guidance, through the quiet knowing that I am not alone. Tonight, I let the universe reach me. If fear comes, answer with love. If worry comes, answer with breath. If shame comes, answer with forgiveness. If the body feels tense, answer with kindness. If the mind wants to control, answer with trust. You do not have to fight every thought. You only have to return to the soft truth again and again. I am safe to rest. I am guided. I am loved. I release this day. I allow peace. Let this night become a soft doorway. Let it carry you from fear into trust, from pressure into rest, from control into surrender, from self-blame into forgiveness, from noise into quiet. You do not need to chase life tonight. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to stay awake to make sure the universe remembers you. The same life that carried you through today can carry you through the night. Close your eyes with a softer heart. Sleep with trust. Wake with openness. Let the universe reach you in love.